Hey guys, it's BigBang2PM96, and today in this video I'm actually going to tell you guys about gerbil food. And I haven't made an updated gerbil food video in a while, even though I said that I would, so this is like my top priority for now. So for gerbil food, you need to get a kind of loose mix. I would not recommend getting pellets. Pellets are more nutritious, but gerbils hate them, so don't get just pellets. If you want, you can mix them, so you can have like 1 or 2 pellets and then a little bit of gerbil mix, but honestly, I just find it easier to use a gerbil mix. So you want a loose seed mix. I recommend Gary Gerbil Food. This is the best brand. It's a lot more natural looking than other brands, and so I feel like it's safer for them to eat. Yeah. So, Gary Gerbil Food. This is what it looks like. You have to buy it online because it is only available in stores in the UK. So if you live in the UK, great. If you don't, then you have to order it off online. I get mine off of Amazon. You can get yours off of like Pet Food Direct or whatever. Yeah. So other brands are like, I would recommend Ecotrition if you're not going to get Gary Gerbil Food. Organic Ecotrition would be best, but regular Ecotrition is fine. Yeah. If you're not going to get Ecotrition, then I would recommend any other food except for L&M and Hearts, because last time I checked, they had this chemical in their food that could cause cancer or some sort of disease in gerbils and other small animals. Yeah. So, Katie and NutriPhase were rumored to have it too, but they don't have it anymore. I remember checking the back of their packaging to look at the ingredients, and that chemical is no longer there, so those two are safe. But no matter what you get, you need to make sure to pick out all of the fatty things. I just put her up there so that you guys have something to watch while I talk, because she's cute. So anyways, so in regular gerbil mix that's not Gary Gerbil Food, you will most likely find these sunflower seeds and like corn. They're usually, yeah, some nuts. This is all from my Katie food that I used to have. You need to pick all of that out. And you want to get most of the corn, but corn isn't that bad for them, so you can leave it. Like you'll notice in here, I have some crushed pieces of corn. In Gary Gerbil Food, it is a little bit harder to pick things out because they have pumpkin seeds, raisins, corn, pieces of crushed corn, I don't know why they did that, and dried carrot bits. So you need to make sure to pick all of that out. The popcorn in here is just regular popcorn. It's like non-buttered and everything. That's safe for them. They don't especially like it, but it's fine for them to eat. And you want to give them 1 or 2 treats per gerbil daily. I would only recommend 1. They also need supplements in their diet. I have Innova Senior Adult Dog Food here. It looks like these little biscuity things, and dog treats that I break in half. And these are, what, Old Roy dog treats that we gave to my dog. She loves them, but she's a bit fat, so we don't give them to her very often. And then this is Innova Senior Adult Dog Food, like I said before. I usually crush it up into a piece maybe like this big, and then I put it in their mix right there. Hey, she jumped from here to here. Anyways, yeah, like that. And so I just mix this in their food, or I just scatter it through their cage so they can forage for it. And I give them maybe, I give them up to 3 every other day. And not per, just like in general. So I guess it's 1 per, 1 per gerbil. They do need protein supplements, but I wouldn't recommend giving them mineral wheels or whatever because they're usually bleached, which isn't good for them, or they have some sort of unhealthy glue. For other protein things, you can give them mealworms. Mealworms are actually really good for them. They love mealworms, but I feel like it's a bit too gross to feed them. So, she's being difficult. Okay. Sorry, baby. I'm trying to pick her up with just one hand. So, Mealworms are kind of gross, but they absolutely love them. If I wasn't so squeamish about them, then I would give them to her. You can buy dried mealworms too. I know in the UK there's some sort of food with dried mealworms on. Okay, she's getting jittery. You're going back in. You guys can watch, I don't know, her. Yeah, you guys can watch her instead. I use Ella wants to be in the camera. So, yeah, in the UK they make a food that comes with dried mealworms, which is great. They also love crickets. Don't feed them any other sort of bugs though other than crickets and mealworms. And if the mealworms grow into the beetles, don't feed those to them. They're not good for them. Yeah. Oh, for other protein sources, you can give them egg whites mixed in with a little bit of yolk. Don't give them too much yolk and don't give them too much egg because it's a bit fatty. So yeah, that is about it. Oh, right. Hold on. There you go. Get off, get off. They like to bury their food bowl, which is why all of that was there. And it turns out that they still have food left, so I can't refill it. It's right there. Don't worry, they'll forage for that. They can find it later. But anyway, so I don't... Oh, wait, no. I always use a food bowl for them just because it's easier for me to know how much they're eating if they have a food bowl. It's easier for me to measure if they're done or not, too. But you actually don't have to use a food bowl. They were doing something cute, but they're done. So, you can just free feed them. Like, you can take a little bit of food and scatter it throughout the cage so they can forage. It does help their foraging instincts, but they oftentimes bury it so they can't, like, they can find it again, but they bury it and it's hard to find out whether or not they're done eating. So, I just don't like doing that. But they will bury their food bowls, they will be able to find them again, and a lot of gerbils take the food and scatter it throughout the cage to hide it. Mine don't. My gerbils are weird. They don't do anything gerbil-y except, like, eat. But whatever. So, yeah. That's all. Bye, guys.